Strands in the middle.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Commanders and the Bengals under the lights on Monday night.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that...
Here's Daniels. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It was Justin Houston who got him down. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Daniels looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their 5th-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Burrow looking to pass. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You talk about this Washington defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you're outplaying their defense as well. And that's what they did in the last game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. The tight end in motion right. Burrow will throw. Now a short, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on third down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 23, here's second down and a yard. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. Second and 1. Play action. Now it's Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup. First down. They go play action. Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Off the play fake. Daniels. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals take over first and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. This pass complete to Higgins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a first and 10. Now Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
To the air again, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He'll drop this underneath the moss. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the Commanders' 23-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Burrow going for it on fourth. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Michael Thomas. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. This is swung out to Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Still 15 yards to go, second down. To throw is Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now.
Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And Burrow going to throw again. That is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Burrow will throw. Connecting with Burton here over the middle.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Here's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Burton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Staying on his feet. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have?
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, there was no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. This one into the hands of Burton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. To the air again, Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That one taken in by Burton. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now it's Burrow. They'll run the screen with Moss. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Zach Moss as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Devin Singletary, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Alexander Mattison, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Aaron Rodgers, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He lit up the sky with 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys were rolling in the early part of this football game. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
11 empty.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Seibert on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. This pass complete to Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now back to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Robinson's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Bengals drive about to get going. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Dorrance Armstrong, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Ben Sinnott with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
The slot man in motion right. Burrow looking to pass. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got Burton here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. To the right side and complete to Thomas. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Moss on the give up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now it's Burrow. This one into the hands of Burton. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Commanders' offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field, and he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Daniels. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Daniels looking to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good footwork at the 30. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now a short one to Gesicki. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Daniels. He'll get this to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Now Daniels. Able to find Ertz.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. Daniels going to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. 20. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, man. They are living on the razor's edge. If this is incomplete, this game's over. Instead, it's a huge pickup. And I think the win percentage calculator is going to have to work overtime here, because this game has really had some swings.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. On second down, it's Moss again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, and that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they go play action now. Burrow checks that one down complete to Moss. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. To the air goes Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Play action, now it's Daniels. To the right side and caught by Simmett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw again. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. They go play action. Daniels. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
2nd and 11 now. Back to throw again. He's got a man on the comeback route. That's McLaurin. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Commanders, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.